Alright, hey guys, Only Gamer here, back with another video, and today I'm doing another collection video, and today I'm going to be showing off my entire Wii and Wii U game collection. The reason why I'm showing off both is simply because, well, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of either of them, so I figured, screw it, why not show them both off in the same video, which is actually what I already did a long time ago. Would you believe the last time I showed off my Wii and Wii U game collection was back in the beginning of 2017. Yeah, it was before even the Switch came out, so it's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I last showed off my Wii and Wii U games, and that's mainly because the collection just hasn't really changed much since then. Wii and Wii U are like the two systems that I collect for the least, really. Nothing against those systems, I do like them, but it's just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just don't really collect for them. And I don't really know why, especially for the Wii, because a lot of like Wii games are really cheap. I mean, Wii U, a lot of the games that like I'm after personally are pretty, I mean, they're not overly expensive, but some of them are a little bit overpriced in my opinion. But Wii games are still fairly cheap, at least for the time being. Potentially they could go up. I mean, obviously like 360 is going up like crazy at the moment, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just two systems that I never really collected for much, like even like when I was younger, when I first started getting into collecting. And I don't know why, I really don't know why. I never really gravitated a whole lot to these systems, but yeah, but these are the games I do have. Yeah, it's not a lot, I know. I really would like to expand my collection for these two systems, because there are still games for these systems I would like to get, not a whole lot, but yeah, but this is just what I have at the moment. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Starting off with the Wii games. So these are in alphabetical order, so let's start things off with Far Cry Vengeance, which this is a port of Far Cry Instinct's Evolution for the original Xbox. They basically ported over to the Wii and gave it like forced motion controls and stuff. This is actually the only time Far Cry ever appeared on a Nintendo system. Yeah, they haven't released a Far Cry on Nintendo ever since. And that was because this one was pretty bad. It's often considered to be the worst Far Cry. I mean, for what I remember, it actually wasn't too terrible. I mean, I do have Instinct's Evolution on the original Xbox already. But yeah, but this one's considered the worst Far Cry. But yeah, to be honest, I mean, it obviously wasn't great, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. At least from what I remember. But yeah, but still pretty interesting though. It's an often forgotten game in the series. Alright, and next we have Ghost Squad. This is a light gun shooter made by Sega. This one I remember like only really getting because like it kind of reminded me a lot of Crisis Zone or Time Crisis Zone for the PS2. It kind of reminded me of that, and yeah, and I remember playing it, and it was like, bro, one of the shortest freaking games I've ever played. I think I beat it in like less than 20 minutes, like no joke. I mean, I know light gun games are typically short, but this one felt shorter than usual. And it wasn't all that good, to be honest. It felt like a poor man's Crisis Zone, in my opinion anyways, but yeah. Alright, and then we have Lego Batman the video game, one of my all-time favorite Lego games. I also own this for the Xbox 360 and Nintendo DS. I think this was actually the first Lego game I ever played. It was like this and Lego Star Wars 2 back in the day were like my first two Lego games. And yeah, I absolutely love this game. In my opinion, the first Lego Batman is better than its sequels. I don't know if that's like a controversial take or not, but yeah, I love the first Lego Batman. It's one of my all-time favorite Lego games. In fact, it's probably my second favorite Lego game behind like Lego Star Wars 2 or the Complete Saga, you know? But yeah, never really played it much on the Wii, but yeah, it's still a really good game. And I've also got Lego Batman 2 as well, DC Superheroes, which was a decent game, but like I said, I do prefer the first one. And again, never really played it much on the Wii. I do also have this for 360 and DS and 3DS. So yeah, I have multiple versions of both of them. And I also have Lego Batman 3 for 360. Alright, of course, the game that every Wii owner must have at some point, Mario Kart Wii. There's not really a whole lot I can say about this game. You know, it's like, you know, it's one of the games that defines the Wii. Really solid game. Not my favorite Mario Kart, but still really good. I haven't played it in a very long time, actually. I really should replay it at some point. But yeah, but still really good. Alright, then we have the only Wii game to come in a red case, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Probably my favourite of the New Super Mario Bros. Games, actually. Yeah, I do own all of them. I've got the original on DS, I got the second one on 3DS. You'll see in a minute, I got New Super Mario Bros. U on Wii U, and I've got the Switch version as well, but this one I'd have to say is my favourite. And yeah, it does look really cool with the red case and everything. Right. Next we have Super Mario All-Stars, the 25th anniversary edition on the Wii. This is definitely one of the laziest releases Nintendo's ever done, because literally all they did was, as you can see right there, all they did was just put the SNES ROM for Super Mario All-Stars, which was a 16-bit remakes of the old NES Super Mario Bros. Games. They just put that ROM on a Wii disc and sold it for however much. I don't think it was full price at the time, but yeah, they just sold you an SNES game on the Wii pretty much. Like this could have just been a virtual console release and that's it, but no, they gave it like a whole physical release. So they actually did that. But yeah, it was still a really solid game, but it's just, it's literally just a Super Nintendo game at the end of the day. Alright, another staple of the Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I don't think there's much I need to say about this really. Super Smash Bros. Is one of those Nintendo franchises that I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have much experience with. I only own this and Smash 3DS, and that's it. I would like to get Smash Wii U and Smash Ultimate, and Smash Bros. Melee especially. That's like top of my list for GameCube games I want. But yeah, I've only played Brawl and Smash 3DS. And yeah, this one I really liked. Haven't played it in a very long time though. Alright, next we have Sonic and the Secret Rings. This was one of, if not, I think maybe the first ever Sonic game I remember playing. Because I remember playing this when I was super young at like a friend's house, I remember. Because he had the Wii and he had this game. And I think that was back when this game was relatively new. So yeah, this could have actually been like the first Sonic game I ever played. Because I remember playing this like when I was super young, like 5 or so, before I was even like really properly playing games. But yeah, I mean the music's really damn good in this game. The actual gameplay, not so much, but it's got a banging soundtrack at least. Same with this game, Sonic and the Black Knight. Again, better than Secret Rings in my opinion. But yeah, but it's not great. But again, the music's really solid. Alright, next we got Sonic Colors. Of course, the original release of the game. I do not own the remaster Sonic Colors Ultimate. I know that was a complete disaster when that came out. But yeah, but the original game on the Wii, this is really solid. Probably one of my favorite games on the Wii, actually. So yeah. And I know there are other Sonic games for the Wii as well, which I'd like to get. I'd like to get at least one of the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games games. Maybe the first one I'm thinking of getting, because I don't own any of those, actually. I don't own any of the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games games. So I should get like at least one of those at some point. Alright, and next up we have a very random one here. The Black Eyed Peas Experience. Yes, this does exist. It's basically just a reskin of Just Dance, like a Black Eyed Peas themed Just Dance, pretty much. And I mainly only bought it just because, like, I am a fan of the Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, I know a lot of people really hate this group, but I don't care personally. I mean, like, I like the Black Eyed Peas personally. Like, all eras of the group. Like, I own every single one of their albums, like, all of them on CD. And it's just, I just like their music, Like, they're really good at making just catchy, just, like, party anthems, pretty much. And, yeah, dancing games aren't really my thing, like, at all. But, if you're a fan of the Black Eyed Peas, then it's definitely worth a shot. And I've also got the another copy as well of the same game, but this is the limited edition, which includes 2 additional tracks, Light Up the Night and Someday. But yeah, other than that is the exact same. But yeah, the disc does say special edition on it. But yeah, it's the same game, just got 2 extra songs on disc. Alright, now we've got an absolute classic right here. The House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return. This is just, well, as the name would suggest, House of the Dead 2 and 3 on one Wii disc. There's also the House of Dead Overkill on the Wii as well. I do not own that one. I'd like to get that at some point. I might get it for both the Wii and the PS3 actually, because there was a PS3 version of that, the extended cut. But yeah, I need to get that at some point. But yeah, this is a really iconic light gun game. Yeah, definitely must own if if you're into that kind of thing. All right, and next we have Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. This is a spin-off of the Tony Hawk series. It's like a racing game, actually. It's based on the original concept for Tony Hawk, because the original concept for Pro Skater, before like the first game came out, was it was originally going to be like a downhill racing game. And then they scrapped it. Years later, Toys for Bob decided to make a a spin-off based on that original concept. And yeah, it's actually a decent game. Preferably, I'd rather play on the PS2 with a proper controller rather than having to use the Wiimote on its side. But while I do have the PS2 version, it unfortunately doesn't work. The disc is just like destroyed pretty much. I mean, it's just covered in scratches. So this is the only version of the game I can play aside from the handheld versions, which I do also have. But yeah, but it's a shame they can only use the Wiimote in this because I'd much rather just play with a controller. Alright, and then we have the other Tony Hawk I have for the Wii, Proving Ground. This is basically just like if you play the PS2 version of Proving Ground. It's basically that, but they force motion controls on you, and half the time they just don't work, I find. Like, I remember playing this and just being like really frustrated, like trying to do just like basic tricks and stuff, and just 9 times out of 10 it just wouldn't register, you know? Like, it was just so annoying, like the controls just barely worked half the time. But yeah, like this is the worst version of Proving Ground in my opinion. Like, I would not recommend it. You know, just play on like the 360 instead, or even the PS2. Alright, and the last Wii game, of course, Wii Sports. I mean, there's nothing I really have to say about this game. I mean, it's only like one of the best-selling games of all time, you know, and the game that literally defines this console. So, just gonna move on. I don't have Wii Sports Resort though. I should probably get that at some point. But anyway, alright, now let's quickly move on to the Wii U games I have. I only have like 7 physical games. I think I've got some demos downloaded on my Wii U, but yeah, this is literally all I've got physically. So starting off, we have Angry Birds Star Wars. Not much to say. It's Angry Birds and it's Star Wars. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I have like 4 different versions of this game for some reason. I have it for the 360, the Wii U, the 3DS, and the PS4. I don't know why, I just do. Alright, then we have Hyrule Warriors. This is the spin-off of the Muso series, Dynasty Warriors and all that. But obviously based on Legend of Zelda. Pretty decent game, actually. Yeah, I haven't really played too much of it. I also have the 3DS version, Hyrule Warriors Legends. But yeah. Mario Kart 8, one of the best games on the Wii U. It's crazy to think, this game just recently turned 10 years old, actually. Like, can you believe it's been 10 years since we had a last proper Mario Kart? But yeah, this is one of my favourite Wii U games by far. I do have it for the Switch as well, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a better version, especially after they introduced like the whole like booster course thing, you know, with extra courses. But yeah, absolutely amazing game. Minecraft Wii U edition. Of course, it's Minecraft, not really much to say. Although this version is unique, at least at the time, because it included the Super Mario Mashup Pack. It's basically like an exclusive Mario-themed world, and you had like different like Mario-themed skins and stuff, and it was pretty cool. This is the main reason why I wanted this back in the day. I remember like I wanted this for my birthday, specifically for the extra Mario content, because for a time it was exclusive to the Wii U version. They eventually did bring all that stuff over to the Switch version of the game, I think, but yeah, originally it was only on Wii U, so that's why I got this version. Alright, then we have New Super Mario Bros. U, which is one of the Wii U's launch games. Not really much to say. I mean, it's basically just the same thing as New Super Mario Bros. Wii, except it just looks a little bit better. And yeah, but it's mostly like pretty much the same thing. But yeah, still a decent game, and I also own it for the Switch as well, the New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I do want to get New Super Luigi U as well, like the physical release that comes in the green box. I do want to get that at some point, but that's really expensive. Alright, and then we have Super Mario 3D World. This is the newest game that I brought for the Wii U. I've only had this for like a month now. Bought it at CEX. Unfortunately, this doesn't actually work for me, even though the disc, which I'll quickly show you, is in pretty decent condition. Yeah, for some reason, this just wouldn't work. Like, I try like booting it up, and it just like would come up with a message saying that like the disc is unreadable. And I'm not entirely sure why, because look at that. Like, the disc isn't like scratched or anything. But it just won't work, which is really disappointing because like I never played 3D World before, and I really wanted to, and yeah, it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to get a new disc for it. I don't know why. It could be an issue with my Wii U, but I kind of doubt it because I've never had an issue with any of my games before with reading discs. So yeah, I don't know what's up with this copy of 3D World. It's just defective. Yeah, it's a real shame because I really wanted to play that as well. All right, then last but not least, we have by far my favorite game on the system, the original Super Mario Maker. Yeah, I absolutely adore this game. This is my favorite Mario game of all time. And it's just a genius concept, you know, being able to make your own Mario levels, like upload them for other people to play, you know, being able to play other people's courses. And it's just, it's amazing. It's such a shame that because the Wii U server's shutting down, that, you know, what made Mario Maker fun in the first place is pretty much like just gone. You know, I mean, all we can really do now is just make levels and just play them yourself. You can't play other people's levels anymore, which is such a shame. But yeah, I have so many memories with this game. You know, I used to post my own levels as well, which were pretty crap, I'm not gonna lie. I have a whole video on this channel, like playing through my old Mario Maker levels. But yeah, I still love this game. I have so many memories with it. Mario Maker 2 I couldn't quite get into, mainly because of like the level creation. I just didn't find it as fun to do on the Switch compared to the Wii U gamepad, because on the Wii U gamepad it was perfect, you know, like making levels and stuff was a lot of fun, but it just wasn't the same thing on the Switch. You know, it was like, I don't know. But yeah, really amazing game. Absolutely love it. Right, and yeah, there it is, guys. That's my entire Wii and Wii U game collection. Not a whole lot. I know there's some core titles I'm still missing. But yeah, like I said, I'll eventually get some more in the future. But yeah, this is everything I got. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and peace. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care now.